Welcome back in the world of the runes. So I'm inviting you to the spiritual walk into that beautiful land of runes. And today the next rune will be number 17, and Futark is TYR. TYVAS, you are going to hear different names: Taves, TYR, TYR, TYVAS, and it is a letter T, and it was my first rune ever. Well, I just lost my first one. I had it all here. I just recorded this in Polish language, so now I also have additional one that I later on did more adjustment, and I started to really paint more. So this one is connected with the spiral of the grove, and here you can see that rune. And then the Lady of Life and Death appeared in my mind, and also here is hidden that particular rune. Is connected also with ink, but to ink we will get there soon, later. Now we are going to start with the TYR. And to not lose all runes, I am well prepared, so everything is in the right order. Sorry for that sound. Let's start with TYR. Phonetic value of TYR is T, letter T. Active time, so everyone who is born between 20th of January till 3rd of February. Or, I know it's confusing, you pick the right one, date for you. Or, another source says 27th of February till 14th of March. Literal meaning means in all Gothic, Germanic, Old English, Old Norse, the same thing. It's God TYR. Keywords: asper, justice, blow, self-sacrifice, the roof of the heavens, supported by a pillar, world of column, axis mundi, means world tree. It maintains the world order, a spare point of the North Star, spiritual discipline, male sexuality, the well-earned victory, targeted strategy, strength, trust, loyalty, credibility, dignity, courage, pressure, pressure for the self-realization, being precise, reliability, perspicacity, if I read it correctly, but you have that word there. Color, of course, I am in the red color. That's sort of a red color. I don't have enough pullovers to show you all the colors, but I hope this also with the color, with the talking about the particular rune and putting on me the certain color, it also helps you subconsciously to already have a better connotation while you educate yourself. So it's the color red, that's the main one, but of course you will find others like blue or also gray, which I completely don't agree with that, but don't mind me. So the tree: holly, oak. Direction: north, means career. I just remind, please go to the previous my videos about runes, because you experiment. If some of the directions doesn't fit you according to Feng Shui, pick another one, experiment, see, connect it with the numerology, with the element, and so on. So the direction, the basic one, is north. Element: air. So how it is in the material work? It means adventure, helps in every fight, also in fighting own weaknesses, piercing through and achieving your goal or winning, even if it's just a momentary winning. Be careful with that rune. Some of you are scared of that rune, and some of you have right, some not, because this is not for lazy people. That rune requires sacrifice, but not sacrifice considering like sacrificing someone, something else, but it's more about sacrifice and self-discipline, everyday practice, own effort, stamina, like, you know, artist, sportsman, they training every day, they sweat every day. This kind of sacrifice this rune takes. Person or profession: it means a leader, educator. It is connected with military, doctor, psychotherapist. In relationship, it means passionate love, solving conflict, keeping utility in the group, faithfulness. Health. It normalizes blood pressure, supports white toxins purification, deletes results of food poisoning, improves the work of the spleen. As an amulet, it protects you from exploitation, falsehood, growth disturbances, dark thoughts, and physical aggression. Considering talisman, it is for low representatives, but of course you can also pick it up if you're not one. So it's just the general, it's just a suggestion. Pick it for your the way you work with runes. So it's for everyone, but especially for that quality of energy. And why? Because it brings, of course, self-belief, justice, honesty, fairness, and integrity. When this rune is reversed, so this is when in energy you are going to notice weak powers, resistance, sexual dependence, injustice, disloyalty, misuse of trust, passive sacrifice, repression, betrayal, resistance to change. This is those quality that the energy doesn't flow properly there. So it is a force of divine order. The word column that maintains the word order requires this spiritual discipline, a right type of sacrifice. So you will gain power, success, victory by right, honorable action. Your careful analysis of the facts, clear judgments, methodical approach, then doing will determine the results. TYR was often painted on shields, daggers, swords. Therefore, it obviously works in combat, as it is protective rune also. So some of you who are interested in how to draw it, I definitely recommend one more time that book of Jason Cooper. And here I drew it for you. So this is how you draw it. I created today, I prepared better, so you can just stop it, and it's very easy. You have all the arrows here and the way and the numbers. So this is for the drawing, this is for the coloring of the rune when you are casting it, when you are working with it, and you can stop that video and take a moment to do that. So these are the points of the power also with the coloring. So that was more or less it about this first rune TYR. Remember, it requires sacrifice. It's not for lazy people, and the sacrifice is your own. You're not sacrificing anybody else but your own effort, energy, your own sweat, your own focus, direction, where you are going. You are shooting to the star, basically, with that rune. Let's get back to another rune and to give you another nice color. It is BERKANO. It's going to be most, for me, works the color green, because it's a very healing one. It's very nutrition-like rune. So to give you a better connotation, I'm going to appear in green now. It is any kind of green. BERKANO, my first BERKANO, looked more or less like that. And if you ever see on my store, in my store, joannapilatowicz.com, that you don't have the rune you want, you don't have the painting that you saw maybe here, and I didn't upload it because I do so too many things, write me about it, and I will make sure to upload that one you really want, or I send you. So that is the next one, when I was experimenting a little bit more, and then I switched more toward, of course, more bind runes. So it's not a typical, it's a more bind rune here you will find, but it's hidden right here. So that's my creation, my personal design of that rune. Sorry for that noise. So let's get to BERKANO. So the value, phonetic value is B. Active time, 4th of February to 18th of February, or 14th of March to 30th of March. It means a new beginning. Germanic, BERKANO, birch, goddess. Gothic, BERKAN, birch twig. Old English, BEORK, birch tree. Old Norse, BJARKAN, runic birch goddess. Keywords. Of course, the new beginning, the goddess of the birch tree, the two breasts of the earth mother, female sexuality, fruitfulness, protection, motherhood, safety, care, nutrition, compassion, contact with nature, inner peace, inner knowledge, optimism, growth, reception, change, new ways of seeing, vitality, birth. Color green, you can meet also yellow and white. Tree, birch, but also hornbeam. Direction, east, responsible for health, and west, children. Element, earth, very stable, very female-like rune, but it holds some dangers. We will get to that soon. How it works in the world. It helps to grow your wealth. Very expansive, stimulates positive new beginnings, new ways of seeing and realizing your goals. So if you need new insight, BERKANO will help you. It gives you realism in achieving your goals. It supports being prosperous in life. So that is in the matter. Person and profession. It's a female energy of mother, wife, every woman who nurtures too, every woman who heals, takes care of, every woman, caregiver, nurse, lover, prostitute, and so on. Anyone with female energy. Just because here is stated female, it doesn't mean that a man cannot use it. It is the element. It is more like this particle. We all have those elements, female and male, within ourselves and harmonize them. So of course, this energy is also for man. Relations, the ability for close personal contact, protects family, motherhood, wedding. Health, protection from losing your personal power, energy, supporting with nutritional energy, strengthens vitality, it protects pregnant women. It helps in birth giving, it protects from neurological problems. It is amulet, therefore protection from stagnation, physical infertility, mental infertility. And it is a talisman for children, hosts, naturopaths, because it brings birth, new beginning, nutrition, and tenderness. It's very embracing and it's very calming you down and giving you those spiritual food and physical, everything you like. It feels safe. But if you meet with the reverse, the energy that is abuse of that rune, you will meet with energies of losing energy, passivity, infertility or unwanted pregnancy, embitterment, self-deception, denial of the feminine power, immobility, slothfulness, passivity. I said that already. Inability to devote. So you have to be careful with that rune because it has also this dark element in it, and how it, I give you an example how it can show off. For example, the female that is trying to get a man and she's caring almost like too much, but also drawing him, putting some illusions to draw him in this net that he cannot get free again if he wasn't into her, but he was just charmed and there was not real love there. So it's like a bounding, it's like possessing more. It can be possessive in the negative sense, and it can be very prosperous, very safe in the positive sense. So self-contained, continuous growth that expand itself. So for example, also with the nature, if you have too many trees too close to your house, then the nature, if you don't have it in the control, will take over your house eventually. So there's a lot of those things. You have to pay attention to the right harmony, keep the balance here. It is a collector, conserver of energy, giving also a shelter. as a mystery of a great mother, it can protect you. Your ideas, so they can grow. It can heal you. It keeps your secrets. It is also used in fertility spells and eases birth giving. But be aware it holds some element of deceit, viciousness to sustain the protection of prosperity, beauty, tranquil environment. So this power is not like an attacking, but it uses what it has to what it has to be done in order to protect. So it uses the seed. It's more, you know, delicate in acting. It's not going to attack, but delicately can be possessive or deceit, or can be charming in order to get something else. But it's all about protection. So it's not going to attack. So that's the only thing. Okay, so how you draw this one, and this is a little bit complex, but I will give it close to the camera so you can take your time with it. And if you start with those diagonals, upper and a little bit down, you have number 1 and 2. Then the third one is vertical up, and then 4th up, 5th up. So that's how you can think about it. And then you start with the vertical up, and then from bottom, 2nd one, and the middle, 2nd and 3rd, and then upper one, 4th and 5th. So I hope that is more or less clear. So so it is like it is always, they're looking always for those points of power. But of course, please experiment that. Some people just see the coloring in their head and it spreads, it goes different direction, it also works. So please follow yourself here with being cautious how you're using, because your intent is here the most important thing. Let's move on to the next one. And this one, I don't have even pullover in that color. It's supposed to be white, so it's a little bit whitish. I hope so. EHWAZ. It's a number 19 in runes, phonetic value E. Active time of that one is 5th of June till 19th of June till 30 of March till 14th of April. So whether you're born here or here, pick which one fits you better, what you feel more. This is how it looks like. This is one of my first, and of course more experimenting with that one, my very first runes. A little bit even more experimenting, it's somewhere here, and later on you barely can recognize it is hidden here, but it is. Starts with that spiral, and if you look carefully, it's right there for, of course, the partnership, but not only. So what it means, you will hear different meaning. Germanic EHWAZ, horses, or EHWO, 2 horses. Gothic EHWAZ, stallion. Old English warhorse, eoch, movement forward. Old Norse your, horse. Keywords. So of course it means horse already, motion forward, trip, project, transformation, shape-shifting, twins, protection, trust, tolerance, dynamic harmony, team spirit, peace, symbiosis, fruitfulness, relationship, but of course harmonious relationship, partnership, friendship, tolerance, loyalty. Besides the color white, you can also meet with silver, purple, and green. Tree, ivy or oak. Direction, north, means for career. Element, air, very free. Free but loyal. Matter, material property. Prosperous trip and protection while taking it. Cooperation, adaptive skills. Understanding, results from cooperation. Protection for drivers, and makes a trip through the water easier. So you can use it in a lot of projects whether you work with one person or many, it is helpful to come to the better results. Profession and person, man, wife, a partner in the project, supportive, benevolent man, driver, rider. Relations, symbiosis. Of course, partnership, harmonious relationship, friendship, marriage, loyalty, proposal, faithfulness, respect for the partner. In health, it cleans the kidney from sand, supports the work of the urinary tract, regulates and harmonizes work of adrenal glands, and softens chronic diseases. It is amulet and protection from betrayal, isolation, liver sicknesses, harmful action. And it is talisman for partners, allies, because of course it brings this cooperation, co-creation, loyalty, trust. And reversed, it is when you feel separated. So it means separation, false friends, disappointment, obstacles, conflict, self-dissolving, loss, loss of personality, passivity, unachievable ideas. So as you see, this is for some people use it like a charm, like a good luck charm, like a talisman. It's perfect for any teamwork, whether it's a love or in a business. It is also relationship between body and soul, between rider and horse. So any kind of relationship that is with the intention of cooperation and coming to the good results. This dynamic harmony respects other differences. So it is never about loss of individuality. A big aspect of it is, of course, trust and loyalty. Be aware, horses often were consulted by the ancient German priests in divinatory rites. It is an animal of power in so many cultures. It is also assisting in traveling through spiritual world, soul travel, giving access to prophetic wisdom. And if you need to run away, it facilitates swiftness in every regard. So that was more or less about that particular rune. And now we come back to something that looks a little bit similar. I will change the color here for your better connotation of the rune. So that will be also red this time. I am talking about MANNAZ. MANNAZ. My first MANNAZ more or less looked like this. That's how I played with it. And later on, I, of course, expounded, and it is hidden. It is also many other runes. It is more Bindrun here, but it's hidden. But if you look carefully, then you will find it also here. Phonetic value, of course, is M, and active time 4th of November to 18th of November, or 14th of April to 29th of April. It means, whether it's Germanic, Gothic, any languages, it means human, man, human being. It is a human being on his life path, the origin of humankind, humanity, marriage of heaven and earth, high self-consciousness, inner harmony, balance, reliability, inner motivation and support, openness, curiosity for the world, invention, self-awareness, insight into higher relationships, tolerance, togetherness, reaching for perfection. Human mortality that ensures becoming. This is a little bit different here. It doesn't mean to die. It means transition. It means like a privilege almost. Because according to beliefs that gods, for example, cannot die, or there are entities that are immortal, they do not have privilege of dying. They always are. The death in this case is a privilege to transition to different life and pick up another form, and not every entity has that. So that's the first time when you can see that death is actually here as a privilege. It means structure, tradition, intelligence, memory, rationality. Color, red, purple red, orange. Tree, grapevine, alder, holly. Direction, Northeast means knowledge. Northwest, mentors, friends. Element air and fire. Acting in material world. It stimulates inventiveness, talents, abilities, intuition, ingenuity, and creativity. So anything you like to accomplish and together with people, this is the rune. Profession and person. Spiritual master. The speaker, the seeker, pope, king, teacher, husband. Relations. It promotes democracy, unity in the group, cooperation, tolerance, togetherness. It eases communication. It allows to convince to your ideas and dealing with other people's doubts. In health, it strengthens male potentials, protects from injuries, adds some vigor. As an amulet, it will protect you from manipulation and toxic relationships. As a talisman, it is meant for leaders, activists, because it brings intelligence, influence on your community, reliability. When this energy of that rune is reversed, you will experience lack of orientation, intolerance, confusion, disunity, alienation, being fanatic, lonely, low self-confidence, or overestimation of the self. So, you see, this rune stands for institutions, blood brotherhood, embodies perfected man, androgynous archetypal being, genetic link between humans and gods. It is used to realize divine structure within mankind, increase mental powers, balance the poles of personality, unlock the third eye. It is individuation of the self, awakening, realization of the truths, and also for the cleansing. It's the rune with the, you can title it, Know Yourself. In healing, without knowing the patient, no healing is possible. I'm not talking about the history of the patient and everything in his life, but the understanding the nature, understanding the structure of the patient. MANNAZ is added to personalize the magic, but impure intentions while using MANNAZ result in misperceptions, lies, mortality, and self-delusion. Well, every lie requires more energy, of course. So how to draw it? It is not so difficult as you may think. Here again, I give you the time so you can also draw it for yourself, or just stop and you start with the vertical lines up on the left and right, and then crossing goes downwards. And then you start with the crossing that goes downwards, and then you do vertical up, and the fourth goes down. Very simple. So it is about this exchange, this support. So the most important, as always, is your intention. We have one more rune for today. It is going to be LAGUZ. And that rune, for that rune, I will exchange the color because it's going to be green again. And anytime when I was reading cards and I was not knowing much about runes and someone was deeply, deeply in love, and I was thinking that, definitely it has something to do with EHWAZ, that M I was showing you, the letter E, number in rune 19, that was this M. It wasn't popping, that one. It was always LAGUZ. When it was like enormous, like, you know, soul, connection and love, it was always LAGUZ. Here is why. So here is my first rune. LAGUZ looks more or less like that. And because I am more into bean runes, here is my probably last one, what is a pure LAGUZ here painted. And let's get to that. The letter L. Active time. Everyone who is born is under umbrella protection of this rune between 19th of February till 5th of March, or another source gives you another dates, 29th of April to 14th of May. This is going to be listed in my booklet. My booklet is very simple. I'm giving you sometimes a little bit more information here, so how to work, how to experiment, but in the booklet you have the clear data, how it is composed from those sources I was using, and I give you that in bibliography at the end of the book with the tables, so you can have every connotation, you just have clarity, and without my personal feelings, without my personal suggestion, with a very, very, very small commentary from me. So you have more clarity, I hope. Here we talk about it a little bit more. So, LAGUZ. LAGUZ, Germanic, LAGUZ means a body of water. Gothic LAGUZ, water. English LAGUZ, sea, water, too. Old Norse, LOGR, sea, water. Or LAUKR, leek. And leek is this cleansing. Vegetables is always connected with LAGUZ, so that is interesting. It means the primal waters, primal sea, wave, river of life force, organic growth, rhythmic flow in harmony, initiation, strengthening imagination, suitable time point, intuitive access to the subconscious, self-consciousness, self-control, self-trust, enhanced emotionality, expansion, paranormal abilities, the subconscious, life force, creativity, well touch with own flow of the feelings, positive transformation of feelings, health, perseverance, patience, peace, balance, awareness of inner power and protection. Be aware, just as BERKANO was expanding and more with the ground, with earth, here is water, here's the ocean expounding and going very, very deep. But be aware, not like the number 14, EHWAZ, when it was going deeply within yourself. For the inside, here is outside and water. So it has different connotation. When you feel the energies more with the neurons, you're going to get pretty vivid idea in the feeling that is harder to describe. So the color green, you can meet also blue and orange. Tree, willow. Direction east, health. Responsible for health. Element, water, but also you can meet in other sources, air and fire. Matter, it means a successful long trip through the water or deep into own emotions to gain inspiration, healing or understanding or transform something. It helps you to enter your research, solve academic problems, strengthens perseverance in achieving a goal through creative, visionary approach. Person or profession, benevolent woman, healer, sailor, herbalist, fisherman or lawyer. Here is more female energy like as a quality, not necessary as a man or woman. So remember about that. It just because someone say it's a woman connected with the females, it doesn't mean that is only men or women can use that. Relationships, saint, marriage, and this is why it was always popping up as a great, great love, alchemic relationship. Finding solutions to misunderstandings, end of separation, fruitful contacts with people, and good advice. Health. It is against eyes, diseases, harmonizes body and soul, healing by Reiki, cleansing from toxins, emotional healing, strengthens immunology system, clears from spiritual baggage, and easy birth giving. As an amulet, it will protect you from disorientation and all diseases. It is a talisman for lost, for those who are lost, for sick people, for those who are looking also direction in life, like what next? Because it brings you this immunity, health, feeling life goal and life direction. That's why it's good for sailors, right? When you experience reversed energy of that role, you can meet with such uncomfortable qualities as emotional blockages, excessive daydreaming, poisoning, destructive relationship, delay, ignoring your inner voice. Very important. Anytime we have that voice and we ignore it, that's reversed LAGUZ. Excessive dreaming, I think I already said that. Flight from reality, so just avoiding reality, undirected thought, passivity, blockages of life forces within us. So it is perfect to use it as a guidance during very difficult tests, initiations, gather amorphous magical power, vitality, magnetism. So it is like almost, it's not doing, but it's expounding, almost not doing anything, but yet it's very expounding, very going deep, and to give you great insight. It increases organic growth. Therefore, it strengthens fertility and physical or spiritual realities. It is present in any herbal magic. It is also a sea power, but it also helps during any kind of journeys, also those transitions between life and death. Germanic tribes splashed water on their newborns while giving them names, welcoming them to the clan. It also gives you courage by when you dive deeply into your personal growth, when you need a bigger insight and you're not sure what's really there. So it helps you also to safely navigate through your spiritual journey. And that would be it for that rune. And here it is a very easy way how to draw and color that one, because you have only 2 lines here. So it looks more or less like that. The upper one is how you carve it, and here is how you color it. And I hope my arrows are clear enough to show you that it's downward and to the side, and then it goes upward and then to the side. So this one was very, very clear. I am curious how your experimenting with the runes goes. And please, please again, I love your comments on WhatsApp, but still, if you can't give me that comment under the video, my dear friends, because this is mostly, those videos are for you. But maybe in the future, we'll serve someone out there also who speaks only English, not Polish. So I thank you for every comment, every thumbs up. It's apparently important for the YouTube. And seeing you next time. There will be one more video to finish that series about runes. And wishing you great, prosperous, good quality, positive qualities, experiments with the runes and good outcomes. And till the next time, have a great day out there. Bye bye.